Hello and welcome to It's Only Electric. This is the ID.BUZZ Pro version, 21-inch wheels, the biggest wheels, staggered setup, so 265 at the back, 235 at the front, baby leaf green color combination with candy white, 82 kilowatt hours of gross capacity NMC battery, 77 kilowatt hours of net capacity, 422 kilometers of VLTP range with the smaller wheels. So this one has 408 kilometers. So this episode is about testing range, consumption, acceleration and noise of that one. And for you guys that hasn't seen my channel before, this is not the first test I do with the ID.BUZZ. I have done a full review of it and also listed the 5 best and 5 worst things about the ID.BUZZ. So I will link to them later in the video and in the description. So let's start with the consumption and range test, and after that continue with noise and acceleration. So this is the start of the range and consumption test. The cycle I'm driving is 80 kilometers long, and I always drive the same cycle. It is a speed mix between 50 and all the way up to 110 kilometers per hour. The average speed is 93 kilometers per hour, and it's, let's see, exactly 20 degrees outside, totally dry roads, no wind at all, perfect conditions for scoring a good consumption. And in all tests, I'm always running the AC on auto, 20 degrees, and in every test, I'm also activating the eco mode. As you see here, eco mode active. Another very important aspect is that I always try to keep to the speed limits. So all this to be able to keep a consistent test cycle and to crank out comparable results for different cars I try. I'm very soon to hit the halfway, so 40 kilometers past. Consumption is down to 18.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. That's good. I expect the end result to be in that ballpark, around 19. That would be good. With this consumption, we will end up very close to the stated VLTP range. Soon 55 kilometers. This is the final fast stretch of 110 kilometers per hour. So it's obvious the car is not that aerodynamic, which makes it consume a lot more energy in high speeds. I mean, it's almost flat in the front, not optimal, at least not when it comes to air resistance. So consumption currently 19.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. Let's see if it drops a little bit when the speed drops. So we'll soon check in the final result. So that was the range and consumption test. It ended up with 19.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. You see the end results here in the table. I deducted it down to 19.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. And the reason for that is that the car seems to underreport the distance by 1%. So that's my 1% adjustment. And with that said, 19.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer translates into a total range of 402 kilometers. That's very close, only 1.4% away from the stated VLTP range of 408 kilometers. So very close. That's a good result with these 21-inch wheels, and that's good to see. But keep in mind that this is during and under optimal conditions. Perfect weather for a range test, so just keep that in mind. This is not the result you will see during winter. The range will drop significantly during cold weather, even if this car has a heat pump. So let's continue and have a look at the acceleration tests. So I'm getting ready for the first 0 to 100 test. State of charge 99%. Dry roads 17 or 18 degrees outside. Let's go. It's a heavy car, 2.5 tons.
time 9.20 seconds. 0 to 100 km time 9.81 seconds.
That's good. 9.81 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. I mean, that's better than specified by Volkswagen. Volkswagen said 10.2, and that's the voice control. 0 to 60 in 9.2 seconds, and that's on 99% state of charge. So time for the last run. Go!
0 to 60 miles per hour time 9.23 seconds. 0 to 100 km time 9.82 seconds.
So very consistent. State of charge 98%. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 9.82 seconds. I mean, that's really good. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 9.23 seconds. I think that's my best run. Let's see. So, as you all saw, I just beat the specified 0 to 100 time. So 0 to 100 kilometers per hour should go in 10.2 seconds, according to Volkswagen themselves. So I just managed to beat that time. 0 to 100 kilometers in 9.8 seconds, and 0 to 60 miles per hour in 9.2 seconds. It's not a quick car, obviously, but that's good for this size of a car and an MPV. It weighs 2.5 tons. So a good result. Let's continue with the noise test. I'm not gonna bore you driving around measuring noise in the cabin. So here are the final and end results of my noise test. And as you see here in the table, there is 4 different speeds: 50, 70, 90, and 110 kilometers per hour. And as I mentioned earlier, the measurements also shows that the cabin noise is a bit high. I mean, I haven't compared it to any other MPVs in the same class, and I understand that MPVs and big cabins creates a bit more cabin noise, and especially this one, as it has a lot of hard surfaces for the noise to bounce around on. I mean, all the windshields, all the hard plastics is a source for replicating more noise. So there is not enough materials catching the noise. To compare it to other brands or other cars, it's on par with my Model Y Performance with the performance wheels, the Uber Turbines 21-inch wheels. So it is very obvious that the noise is mostly caused by the big rims or the wide tires. Or there's 265s at the back and 235s at the front. So it's pretty big tires, and those will of course create a lot of noise. So that's the results. Let's do a short summary. Good specs, just beat the 0 to 100 time, and very close to the VLTP range. That's good. And when it comes to noise, it is a bit noisy, but it is the only car in the class, so nothing to compare with. But all in all, a very good result if you ask me. I would of course have wished for a bit of a bigger battery to get a bit more of a range. So I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that the information I just gave you comes in handy. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It will help me to grow and create more content like this. Always stay electric. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon.